Good morning, guys. Okay, so I've been awake for a little bit. I probably got up about, well, I opened my eyes and have been awake since probably about 6:45. And it's now 10:30, so we're just now getting around to our skincare, and that's okay because sometimes things come up and, you know. So I already washed my face. I'm gonna go ahead and use the toner to clean out anything extra and to brighten that skin, get some hydration going. Now, I used that retinol last night on my neck. You guys, I think my neck looks beautiful. I've got this. The only thing that's going to fix that is weight loss, maybe a surgery. But look at this. Do you remember how deep those were when we started? How defined they were? Look at that. That really makes me happy. I've still got the jowls. Again, weight loss, surgery, facelift. I don't know. Hopefully, after I use these products for a while, maybe it'll pick that back up. I don't know. Okay. So we have toned all over. I especially want to get right here. I have really big pores right here. And so anything we can do to clean and shrink and minimize, hot dog, I'm here for it. Okay. So that was the toner. I am going to use, I'm not doing the microdermabrasion this morning. I just did the peel a couple nights ago, and I don't want to be too harsh on my skin. But I am going to do this pore minimizer. Let me read and see if I'm supposed to do it. It doesn't say if I'm supposed to do it before or after serums. Smooth product evenly over face and upward-outward motion. Use morning and evening. Follow with your usual Mary Kay moisturizer. Okay, so let me see how thick this is. It's not. I think what I'm going to do is put my serums on, then put my pore minimizer on so that my skin has a chance to soak in the serum before its pores are shrunken. And then I'm going to do the moisturizer. So we'll do it that way. Makes sense to me, right? Okay, so this morning I'm just going to use these two that I usually use in the mornings. This is the brightening, which I really feel has done a lot to make my skin a little glowier and a little healthier looking, and maybe even lighten up those dark circles under my eyes. I am going to use my skinvigorate because remember I said I really feel like it does something. You know, like I'm cautious when I suggest things because I don't want you guys to feel misled or like I have told you anything that isn't true or that you might be disappointed in, because I don't want to be that person. I think I try to be an honest person, try to be a good person, try to be a fair person, and so I don't ever want anyone to question. I forgot to turn this on, let it warm up. So right now it's cold, but we're gonna, probably shouldn't have put it on here cold. It's probably shrinking the pores up instead of opening them up, but It's starting to warm up. When it's on, when I remember to turn it on and let it be on for a little bit, oh my gosh, it gets so nice. It's never hot where it would burn your skin. I mean, you could leave it in the same place. It's just incredibly warm, and it's so relaxing. So, not a lot to report today. I have to work this weekend. I'm a little disappointed in that. When I started my job, I told them I could not work before noon on Sundays because I go to church. And the very first Sunday they schedule me to work, they schedule me 10 to 6. So I'll have to talk to them about that again, you know, because if I hadn't been up front and said I go to church on Sundays, I need this day off, it would be different. But I told my kids to make sure when they start a job, they tell them right up front, this is my availability, this is what I need, so that later it doesn't come back to bite them. Like, if you got something that's important to you, tell them. That way they can get used to working that, and they know it's important to you. Okay. And kind of, remember we talked last night about ironing these out? If we get it warm enough and they go enough, it'll just smooth that right out, right? Okay, let's try our next one. So we did the brightening. This one is the line reducer. Now my aunt, she really liked this. When we did our facials, she tried this on the back of her hand, and she noted it's an immediate difference in the texture of the back of her hand. She said so far she really likes it. Her boyfriend has noticed, or at least he said he did. So, I do have some pros. I do not have crow's feet. So there's a pro. Yeah. Every once in a while I see something that reminds me maybe I'm not old and decrepit yet. Okay. So that's the line reducer. Put that lid on. Make sure that we get up here. I was looking last night really close at my face before I went to bed, and I really feel like these are getting so much better. The wrinkles on my forehead were really, really deep. They were discolored, and I feel like those are really, really starting to get better, get less deep, tighten up, firm up. Talked to Amelia's principal today. They were getting everything done with her 504, which I'm glad we had. Last year was the first year she had the 504. When she was at the middle school, we just did like a health plan. And where she was going to the high school and she has so many different teachers, I wanted to make sure that she had those protections in place. And wouldn't you know that the first or second day of school, a teacher refused to let her go to the bathroom. For those of you who do not know, Amelia was diagnosed as type 1 diabetic probably about 3 years ago. And so when her sugar runs high, which it often does because she forgets to dose, then she's thirstier. And the thirstier she is, the more she drinks. And the more she drinks, the more she has to go to the bathroom. And so that was specifically something that was in her 504 to protect her, because she should be allowed to go to the bathroom when she needs to. She is an honor student. She is not a troublemaker or a problem or anything like that. And she is extremely shy, actually. And she doesn't want to disappoint anybody, so she won't speak up for herself. Like her asking to go to the bathroom, that is her speaking up for herself. And then when someone tells her no, you know, then she feels like she's done something wrong. And so I was glad we were able to go over that. She did get into most of her AP and honors classes that she signed up for. I put her in regular English, which is funny because English is her highest scoring thing. And so they needed to change her English class to an honors English. And then they put her in honors U.S. history. And she said it was supposed to be AP U.S. history and that she's already done homework over the summer for it that the teacher gave her last year. So she's like, no, I've got to be in AP because I've already done the assignments. Like, okay, here, you know, and I'm so proud of her. I'm proud of all my kids. All my kids are wonderful. But Amelia is 15. She started her first job this summer. She got her work permit and did that. She passed all of her classes, her honors classes, her AP classes. And she got her college credits for her AP class that she took this past year. So I'm so proud of her. She's really, really doing amazing. She's very responsible, very driven. So I'm really, really proud of that. But all of my kids are good kids. All of my kids are responsible and focused, and they take care of their responsibilities, and I'm proud of that. I have good kids. Okay, so we did our serums. I'm going to go ahead and do the lifting serum. And again, I'm going to do this before the pore minimizer because I want this to get up in there and lift. And I feel like it does a good job lifting. My eyes are not perfect by any means. But compared to what they were when we first started, I think they look a lot better. And considering since I first started, I have started a second job, which I mean, I guess technically it really doesn't count yet because I'm still on summer break from the school. So having a second job right now is like having an only job right now. Plus, you know, when you first start out, they have you on training hours, so it's like hardly any hours. So I really have not even scratched the surface of what it's going to be when I'm in the heart of the school year and working the second job, going from one to the other and all of that. I don't know, guys. I mean, I feel like even just from when I first started the video to getting to this phase, my skin looks so much better. I look at people I went to high school with, and oh my gosh, some of them look like they're frozen in time. Like they're so beautiful. God, they still look 18. They look exactly the same as they did in high school. And I think, how? How do you look exactly just as perfect as you did back then? And then I feel terrible because I'm thinking, why am I so old? And then every once in a while I'll get a glimpse of someone else I went to high school with and they look old too. And I'm like, well, at least I'm not the only one, but I want to be in the other club. I want to be in the anomalies that look fresh-faced. I feel like my skin, man, I guess for almost 40, well, I guess I'm not almost 45 yet, but 44, it's not bad. Iron these. You know, now my thing is really warm and it's gliding really well. It glides really, really well over this lifting serum. So we'll just take a moment to iron these out a little bit. What I just do, I just turn my heat off. I hate that. It's one flaw, I think. Now, do you see? That's why I think this actually does do something, because it helps to lift and sculpt. It tightens. I mean, I'm not going to say this is the most essential tool that you have, but I really think this is something that people should consider. I think I am going to, before these are gone, I think I might order a few more to have on hand in case somebody comes and decides that later they really want this, because this is really helping. I mean, look at this. And this is not, I mean, even we saw yesterday, I hadn't used it in a couple days, and we saw yesterday morning, and my face did not look this good. So this thing does something, and it feels good. I need to start making sure that I use this every time. It's got to become an essential. I'm not using it as much down here, and I should be, because my neck is the problem that I hate. So I need to make sure I'm giving it love and attention too. But look at that. That is incredible. From where we first started with my neck, that is absolutely incredible. It's nice when you feel good about yourself again, especially when you haven't felt good about yourself in quite a while. Oh, okay. This feels amazing. I love it. Again, not going to say it's a must-have, but it's definitely a should-have. Okay. So we have Barrier Restore, which is a moisturizer. Actually, I think I am going to put this on. Then I'm going to put this on. Like, I'm kind of debating on what order we should go in. And I think I am going to put my Barrier Restore on. I'm beginning to feel like the Barrier Restore is also one of those must-haves. I kind of feel like it is perhaps one of the reasons my skin is so glowy and more even than it used to be. If you look at the description, it says it reduces redness and things like that. It hydrates your skin, but I feel like that is one of the products that has helped to diminish some of those color differences. When this spot is gone, I will be so happy. I need to, I guess as I continue to do peels and as I continue to use my retinol and my resurfacer, I think that will help to lighten that, but I wish I knew what happened over there. Maybe I don't know what I did, but it's definitely discolored. Turn off my heat again. I need my heat. You know, this warmth and this motion probably help to bring blood into the capillaries too. And I think when you have better blood flow, that really helps. It doesn't say not to use on your eyes, so we're just going to kind of... And you guys, don't worry about hurting my feelings. Be honest with me. You know, don't be rude with me. But let me know, do you see a difference? Do you not see a difference? I think I see a difference. And again, I am cautious about that because I don't want to mislead anybody. But so today I'm really highlighting the Skinvigorate. I've been using it on and off for, you know, a week and a half. Went a couple days without using it at all. And I can definitely tell a difference when I use it and when I don't use it. So what do you guys think? I don't know if it's because I don't know if it's because of the dark spot. I feel like I can see more of a definition on this side, or if this side is just, you can tell there's a difference. You can tell this side, even right here, is deeper. My smile is crooked. So one side will smile more. I feel like it makes a difference. I feel like it makes my skin glow. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn this off because I don't think I need it for the next couple steps. Okay. So we're almost done. I'm going to put on my, don't know if you can tell. That is so pretty. It's like a pearlescent. It's got a little bit of a pink shimmer to it. It's beautiful. But this is the Pore Minimizer. And I waited to put this on almost last so that my pores were open and ready to suck in all of the serums. And then we are going to put this on because I have really big pores right here. And so I'm hoping we can minimize those. Okay. I don't know. It just makes me happy. I did not put my eye cream on yet. I probably should have done that before I smeared Pore Minimizer all over my eyes, but we'll go ahead and put this on there. Okay. And again, I really feel like this is making my eyes look less tired and more awake. I like to use my pinky. Like I said, I know you're not supposed to, but I feel like this is helping with the dark circles. And so I want to put it up here because my lids are really dark too. That probably is not helping my eye watering situation. I feel like they need to come up with something better for dark circles. And maybe it's just the more you use makeup, the more you're going to have dark circles, and that's just what it is. I don't know. Okay. So all of that is done. We are down to just our day cream. And remember, our day cream has our SPF in it, so this helps protect from the sun. Anyone in my age group and older, we're starting to get diagnosed with skin cancers and have to have those removed. And so we want to make sure that we do our part to protect our face and our skin, because our face is what sees the most sunshine, and our neck. Okay, guys. And I think that's looking a lot better. I think my skin is looking a lot better. I will go back to some of my earlier videos, take a screenshot, and take a screenshot of this and share so that we can all see. But I hope that you guys have a great day. Remember to do something for yourselves today. See you later.